with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Marino will throw. Smith catches left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. We see the first completion of the game there from the Dolphin great Dan Marino. That never gets old.
No, it does not. In Miami, he accumulated over 61,000 yards passing. Led the league 6 different times in completions. In a 17-year career, I saw every one of those years. And it feels like he led the league in completions way more than 6 times. Dan Marino had a magnificent run with the Miami Dolphins.
They'll run on first down. It's Warren. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Here's Marino to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Marino. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Taking down back at the 12-yard line.
Here's Manziel. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30. First down, Houston.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Manziel. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Manziel. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now back to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Marino. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs. Really.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog, please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off, rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law, I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it